everybody, Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers want to come to you live for an update real quick. Good to have you aboard with us. Let's put it back to our sponsor page. You can still hear me talking and stuff, which is fine, but let's thank our sponsors first. Let's go to Renpro, 970-743-3420, Great Plains Glass Company, 970-554-2810. That's Great Plains Glass Company. 4 Thrills, 1 Roof, Paintball, Airsoft, Laser Tag, and Axe Throwing. Open 7 days a week. Give them a call at Denver, Aurora, and Phoenix, Arizona. FTC Roofing, roof gutters, paint. Call 720-726-5854. Peru International, Jason and Day, they're wonderful. They just sent me some of the shirts I just got today in the mail. So excited to have them on board with us as well. Trace Hall at Farmers Insurance at 720-772-0994. That's the office to give Trace a call. Peaceful Coexistence, that's Michelle at 970-520-7176, 970-520-7176. Their sponsor lineup. Thank you to our fantastic sponsors for being a part of Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers. Let's give you an update. So that you're saying there's a chance. That's what I'm saying to everybody today. There is a slight chance there. I think the farther east you go, you get a better chance. I'm talking Kansas and places like that. But let's take a look because severe weather could be here today. We'll see. Let's take a look at the weather map real quick. Let's move it over to the map for everybody to take a look at. Logging on, of course, if you want to send me an email direct, you just send me to paul.acosta at bigdogwx.com. That's how you get a hold of any of our weather chasers. Just send them to their first dot last name at bigdogwx.com, and that'll put them on an email list for you, and you can have that. So mesoscale discussion just came out. Look at that. So we're going to talk about that. So let's look at our convection outlook first. Okay, so today you can see we're in the marginal risk here in Northeast Colorado right here. Okay, we've got Kansas. We've got parts of Nebraska, Wyoming. It's going to come off. Looks like the Cheyenne Ridge could be a play today. So we'll see. Cheyenne Ridge is always known for strange stuff. So we're not sure. It could really throw things off. Tornado risk isn't there, but as with always any storms that we get, there's always a chance of any of that. Hail definitely today, and winds. High winds are a possibility. So let's go ahead and dive into, let's jump back and let's go into today's, what they had just released. Sorry, let me get my thought. Mesoscale discussion just came out. So let's dive into it. This mesoscale discussion just came out, okay? And these are the fields plotted. This is mesoscale discussion 684. Okay, and it starts at 2:45 p.m. Mountain Time, or until 2:45 Mountain Time. So a couple more hours. Severe potential watch unlikely. There's only a 20% chance of them putting out a watch with this one, but it's enough that they're going to keep an eye on these high base thunderstorms that'll bring a risk for isolated severe wind gusts and small to perhaps marginally severe hail this evening. That's going to include Harrisburg, Chugwater, Torrington, Glendo, Douglas, Casper, okay, Laramie, Kimball, possibly over to Sidney and Bridgeport, Scotts Bluff. We've got Morgan County. You got Sterling in here, okay? We've got our friends out here in northern part of Weld County, Grover, and places like that have a chance. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see what it says. High base thunderstorms are going to bring a risk of isolated severe wind gusts and small to perhaps marginally severe hail this afternoon from southeastern Wyoming into the panhandle of Nebraska, okay? And it's showing, looks like a mid-level shortwave trough embedded within the broad northwesterly flow, okay? So it looks like there's some moisture. The dew points, though, have kind of only been in the 30s, and I've noticed that since this morning. It was 37 out by Briggsdale a little bit ago, so it really wasn't that high of a dew point. But you don't need dew points high. As you know, living in Colorado, if you get a dew point in the 50s, that can also help as well. So we'll see how high those dew points go up there. Even if they're in the 40s, there's a chance. It's a tough chance, but they could go. But we'll see. But the sounding suggests that there's going to be enough buoyancy at Cape, or which we call mid-level Cape. That's at 250 to 500 plus joules per kilogram. So that could get some storms to fire off the basin there, off the Wyoming Cheyenne Ridge. I'll get my brain on there here in just a second. Okay, so we'll see what happens as it goes. But again, inch and a quarter could be a possibility with this hail core as it comes through. So there you go. Okay, so that is our risk. Up to 60 mile an hour winds, inch and a quarter diameter hail is possible for northeastern Colorado. So let's take a look at National Weather Service out of Boulder right now. There's our current temperature. This is for Fort Morgan, and we'll go around and take some temperature checks around. So you can see dew point's 37 still here in Morgan County at the airport. 27% humidity. Northeast winds at 9, gusting up to 23. We've hit those gusts periodically today as I've been watering out in the lawn today. You can see the forecast is for thunderstorms tonight, 30% up to 40 tonight, and then overnight chance of rain at 40%. And then check this out, guys. Look at Monday, almost 90 degrees. By Wednesday, it will be 90 degrees. So it's going to be hot. We're going to be in some hot phase, hot, dry weather coming in again. So this is kind of our only shot at precipitation for northeastern Colorado. Let's take a couple peeks around the area. Let's look at Sterling right now and see what the temperature is in Sterling. Sterling at the Sterling Municipal Airport, recording 31% humidity, 73 degrees. Dew points at 41, a little bit higher dew points there. Again, they've got another chance for 30% chance of thunderstorms as well. 40% tonight as we go into it. So as you can see, it just depends where you are if you're going to get severe weather. Let's take a look at Pivotal, because Pivotal is pretty good about showing us. Last night when we logged into it, we were able to see there was a pretty good little supercell out just by Burns, Wyoming. And that was last night, of course. You know, that can change so quick. But, you know, when we see that last night, we were kind of getting excited because you're like, man, there's a chance, you know. And that's kind of going back to that Something About Mary movie when he's like, you're saying there's a chance, because that's truly what it was for us last night when we looked at it. Let's change that map. Let's go here to Colorado real quick. Okay, so let's take a look and bump this through here. Let's look at our weather radar first before going to that. Let's do our composite reflectivity. Okay, let's run this for a little bit. So this here, I can't remember which model. Oh, ran the HRRR. There we go. So the HRRR is what I'm running right now. So there's the HRRR going. And you saw that storm pop up right there. Boom, look at that. There's the storm. East of Sterling, it looks like. And as we go later to the evening, look at those cells in Weld County starting to go up. And you can see them going right there. And that's that group of cells that could be going through. You're looking at Zulu time, 1700 Zulu. So you subtract that could be around. Looks like 17 subtract 6, 13. I gotta get my brain in. That's 1100. That doesn't. Yeah. Let me see if I have the right one. Saturday, Mountain Day. There we go. Oh, that's when I initiated. Hold on. I'll get my brain on here, guys. It's one of those days. Let's see if I can get it moving. Oh, that's the 1700 Zulu time that it was released. Okay, I got it. I don't know where my head was at. Okay, so they just have them in times, so which is fine. So this is 5 p.m. tonight. This is 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. You can see those cells going through 7, and then 8, 9, and then we can move over to another state. So don't worry with you folks that are in other states. I'm going to jump it into, that was just kind of a brief overview of Colorado. Let's go regional, which is a little more open for us out here. So let's take a look at those storms as they go regionally here. Okay, so this, now it's got Zulu for me. There we go. So that's, subtract 6, that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You can see the storm starting to fire right here. 3 o'clock, 4, got one right here. 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Almost like it's bowing out a little bit. Could be some pretty good winds on this one. Again, that's 7 o'clock through 8 p.m. and then 9 p.m. So you might get some nocturnals tonight in Kansas, and Nebraska. As that cell just keeps going through. And you can almost see here, even at overnight, it looks like at 1 a.m., it's trying to do it again, a little bit more energy still through the region at 1 a.m. tonight. So we'll see. You could get another round of storms overnight is what that is saying as well. So just wanted to give you a little update there. Let's take a look at the Cape here. Photograph is better. Doesn't really show a lot of, not a lot of potential for spinning. There's a little bit. There's those joules per kilogram, 542 joules per kilogram. That's just saying that there's quite a bit of energy right here in Weld County. Okay, so let's bump it down through here, 613 by Morgan County. So we'll see what happens. Let's move it up a little bit here. This is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You can see the energy starting to pick up. See that right there? Nothing like down here. There's a lot more down here. But you can see there's some energy in the air tonight that could trigger off some storms. So, again, I don't think they're going to be like massive, severe storms firing off here. I don't want to sound like, that it's going to be a horrible night and we're in trouble. Not at all, folks. I do think we're going to be okay. Like I said, I think that there's definitely a chance for thunderstorms. Let's go to the high resolution radar here from the National Weather Service. I like this little weather radar they have there. And you can see the radar sites. There's Cheyenne right there. There's Pueblo. And we're getting the one from our region here, which is really Riley's growling because somebody's barking next door. So nothing yet firing off the radar. As you can see, a few little stray showers up here and there, but that is about it. I can zoom in on it there, and you can see there's not a whole lot. It's really Riley. Ransom too. I'm not surprised. So there you go. I hope that helps. We'll see what happens. Hey Josh, how are you, my friend? I'd like to get out and chase, but we'll see. I think it has been really abnormally pretty bad. Mississippi got hit just recently, Josh. But we'll see. I think here it's been really, really, I hate to use the word quiet, but honestly, Josh, that's what it has been, is just super quiet here in our area. We really haven't had a big weather season probably since last year. It's been so quiet, even with the snowstorms and anything. Even last storm we had come through wasn't massive. We had lots of rain out here, which is great, but it's just been rough. So, hey, what's up, Austin? Austin Gordon's on, everybody. Gordo's on. He'll probably be out chasing. I think, Austin, you'll be out in the Sterling area tonight. So that'll help that Austin's out there this evening. So we'll see. I think Cody will get out. I'm sure the guys will get out as we go through. I know I talked to Little Dog 1, Austin. He was talking about getting out later on too. So, we'll take what we can get as a team. So we're hoping that we get some. If you want real good action again, you got to go to Oklahoma tonight. Oklahoma's going to have some big storms again tonight. I would love to drive to Oklahoma. If anybody's in, let's get on it. Let's go. I'm just kidding. I would love to go to Oklahoma tonight and get on the big chases down there. That's a great place to chase. It's really flat. I just love all that area down there. So I would love to be in the Oklahoma area, but unfortunately, kind of stuck here right now. I get it. School's still going. I just don't want to leave quite yet until school's over with and I feel better going. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So again, thank you for watching today. That's our quick update. Little fast and furious on the update again. Thank you to our sponsors to Baru International. Give Jason a day a call, 442-297-3255. You can give also a call to Trace Hall, 720-772-0994. I know I did say it. I did say that word. So Peaceful Coexistence, 970-520-7176. Give Michelle a call. They're an amazing group. I love working with PCE. Renpro, Brandon Geist. They're cleaning for you, 970-743-3420. Give Brandon Geist his team a call at Renpro. Great Plains Glass Company at 970-554-2810. Great Plains Glass Company. And 4 Thrills, 1 Roof. Paintball, airsoft, laser tag, and axe throwing. Open 7 days a week. Still have the funds available if you want to buy any of those from us. Let us know when you're down there. FTC Roofing, Roof Gutters and Paint, 720-726-5854. 720-726-5854. Man, thank you. Look at all those sponsors. And it's so great that we have so many sponsors right now. That has been such an amazing thing for us. So that's it. I hope that helps you all for today. 15-minute briefing is all I wanted to kind of get it at, so I'm running out of time. But I just want to say thank you for watching and listening. And you can share it up. Maybe people aren't too familiar that there's weather going on tonight. So we'll see. But again, it's going to get hot and dry after this. So your lawns are going to need taken care of quite a bit after this next storm. But I think there still is a chance of some good severe weather in the next couple of weeks. I do look 2 weeks out. End of May is a possibility right now. And I know it's frustrating because that's graduation weekend coming up. So that could be, as you know, every time graduation comes, there's usually some type of weather going on. And I always tell the kids that I go to their graduation parties, I'm like, look, I'll go, but if there's severe weather, I can't make it. I got to go. So I'll just drop off their envelopes to them. So that's it. Thanks for watching Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers. That's all I have from today. signing off from the doghouse. Hopefully we'll get some weather. You can see the clouds developing off to the west outside the window. So we'll see what goes from there, and take care, be careful, and stay safe. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and see you soon.